Welcome to the InnovEd online challenge. In the phase 1, you're going to learn about persona and how to draw an empathy map. What is a persona? A persona is a fictional character you create which will represent the potential type of users for a product or service. Use of personas. It enables a team to design for their users' needs and motivations. It also allows to gain insight from real people who are going to use your product. Thus, personas are tied to current users and evolve with them. Knowing your user personas, that is your target audience. User personas. A persona is a description of typical customer that you want to target. Personas are archetypes, not stereotypes. Customers who share the same problems, attitudes, traits, and needs can be grouped into the same persona. A few, that is 3 to 5 personas, are enough for most markets. It ensures focus on creating a solution that will fit your target customer and sell itself to them. Personas need to evolve with your users. Personas are more than just a name and a role and should be considered a living document, updating them frequently. People are constantly changing, and so should your personas. A persona contains generic aspects and contextual aspects. The generic aspects contains name, title, role, age, skills, and education, while the contextual aspect covers motivations, work environment, scenarios, concerns, tasks, and pain points. How to create user personas. First, you have to get to know your potential customers, find them, meet them, and talk to them. You have to ask questions to learn what problems they really have. You have to record your findings, describe a typical customer that has the common traits, attitudes, background of the target customer. Base your description on fact, not on imagination. Give the persona a proper name and photo so you use them to focus your team on the target customer. Keep updating and validating the persona. What is empathy? Empathy is the ability to recognize, understand, and share the thoughts and feelings of another person, coupled with the ability to understand it from their point of view. That is, it means to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Thus, it entails the need to understand first to be understood. Well developed empathy implies not only understanding what the other person is feeling, but also anticipating their response to such feelings. So let's have a look at an example how empathy helped to transform a product. He is Doug Dietz, who is an industrial designer working for G Healthcare since more than 20 years. He remembered the first time when he saw a little girl who was crying on her way to a scanner that was designed by him. Duke suddenly saw the situation with the eyes of the girl. By observing the girl, he realized that the room with the MRI scanner is kind of dark and has those flickering fluorescent light and is not user-friendly. He concluded that something has to be done, and along with some other industrial designers, he started exploring ways to improve the patient's experience during imaging tests. This is the MRI machine that Doug Dietz was talking about. He referred it to a brick with a hole in it, which can really scare off people on top of the unpleasant experience for patients, especially pediatric patients, to be through the MRI scanner. Based on observation, Dugdets found that patients had fear, they were sedated, they had to wait for a long time, they were stressful, and they had to remain still. Dugdets decided to turn children medical scans into adventures, so they developed themes for specific hospitals. This one is for a children's hospital in San Francisco, where they designed a theme around cable car. Duke Dietz also came up with a pirate adventure theme since he believed that instead of going to the city scanner, children will want to go to the pirate island. So, in the pirate adventure, there was a visual transformation of the equipment that was available before, with patient on the dock. There was a shipwreck and some sandcastles in the corner. Children then work on the plank to be scanned. The Coral City adventure in the emergency room gave children an underwater experience. It also had a disco ball that made light like bubble around the room. So children got into a yellow submarine and listened to the sound of harps while the procedures took place. The cozy camp also gave children the chance to be scanned in a specialized sleeping bag under a starry sky in an impressive camp setting. To sum it up, great experience requires empathy for the people you want to serve. So as you can see, there are different colors of shoes that has been customized to suit the need of customers. This is a template for empathy map. With a large team, not everyone has a chance to talk to every user. So empathy map helps synthesize your team's collective knowledge about your users as a group, bringing you closer to a common understanding of who they are. You can use empathy map to refresh your team's understanding before an important decision. It allows you to answer questions such as what are your customers thinking? What are your customers feeling? What are they saying? What are they doing? And what are their hopes and fears? This is an empathy map of an individual daily routine of what he thinks, what he feels, what he says, and what he does. These are some questions that you can reflect upon based on your empathy map. What are your users' pain points? What does your user value? What motivates your user? What are your users thinking and feeling? What do you still not know about your users?